Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Chainsaw Man, Season 1, Episode 2. So, I'm excited to watch more of this. I really want more world building. That's what I'm excited for, because we know that there's devils in this world, we know that there's devil hunters, and we know Denji and his backstory, but we don't really know much about the world. Like, is it... I mean, it seems, based off what we've seen, that it's like modern, like our year kind of thing. But does everybody know about devils? What's civilization like? Like, is there even civilization that's not like rule? Like, it's like, do devils like run things kind of thing? Or I mean, I imagine it's more like Jujutsu Kaisen, where the devils are just anomalies. But I feel like people might know about them in this world versus Jujutsu Kaisen, where no one can really see them, so only the people that fight them know about them, kind of thing. But either way, I also was thinking about Denji's father just while I was in the shower a minute ago, and I was like, I wonder if Denji's father, like, I instantly thought of him as like a bad man, like a bad dad, right? Because he racked up all this debt with the mafia or the Yakuza, and then he killed himself, and all that debt got left to his son. And I was like, well, did he know that his debt was going to be left to his son if he died? And, or, like, I don't know. I wonder if he knew and he's just a bad dad, or if he thought the debt would die with him and he just couldn't take it and, like, killed himself. So, I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to learn either. Maybe, I mean, he wasn't super young when his dad killed himself, so it's very possible that he has some memories of it, right? So yeah, it'll be really interesting, but I'm really curious to see how this world unfolds, and you know what more we get with this man with the chainsaw arms and forehead and the chaos that will ensue. So, and I want to learn more about this new lady that works with public safety and is a devil hunter and took him in, seemingly more of like a slavery kind of thing, but anything's probably better than the life Denji's been living. She seems like she'll take good care of him. Like, she did say, like, you'll be mine from now on, or however she worded it, but she seems pretty nice. But we'll have to wait and find out whether, I mean, we've only seen her for a few seconds, but I like that she gave him a hug and everything, like the one thing he needed in that moment, regardless of how terrifying he looked right there, you know? And I wonder how strong she is, if she wasn't scared to walk up to a dude with chainsaws everywhere, right? But either way, all questions I am sure we will learn as the show progresses, so let's get started, shall we? Alright, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alright, we're driving. An eyeball? That's our eyeball, okay. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Woof. Shit. Oh, Pochita. Oh, you're in my care. Yep. The dogs don't pay for their own food, right? Oh my god. I like the animation. Like, it feels very fluid. I don't know why. But just her taking off her jacket like that just felt a little more fluid than some of the... Oh my god. He's in love already. Jesus, man. Alright. Oh, this opening's so good. I was shown a video of how a lot of these scenes from the opening are like direct scene for scene from different old movies. It was pretty cool. Like how she's just in a bathing suit and it says power under her. I'm so intrigued to learn more about this world. It's pretty normal for a dog to love its owner, right? So I guess it makes sense that he's in love with her already. It adds up, yeah. Like, I like that. I just want to see them have fun and dance like that. I love learning a new anime world. Uh-oh. It was a play to throw his head into her chest. Anemic. Oh, Pochita. So is he gonna have to eat and recover every time he uses his chainsaws? She said that before. I mean, that makes sense. Oh, and he passes out again. Oh, lap pillows. So many lap pillows. Udon! That food looks so good. Anime food, damn it. Why you have to animate food so good? Can you eat on your own? Oh my god. Was that a yes or a bark? Makima. Oh, what? Dude, that's me. It's such a genuine reaction. I love it. Is she just messing with him, or he's just daydreaming? Where'd she go? Ah, headquarters. Over 1,000. This kid. The only thing on his mind this whole time. I don't blame him. That's the kind of shit you think of, especially when you're young. This like other shit's happening. She's like explaining the world to him of devil hunters. And he's like, I wonder if we'll get together someday. Alright. Oh, this is a guy from the opening. It's like a dog doesn't want to leave its owner. Nice. He is one-track mind, this boy. They got a devil? Oh. Because he's thinking about that kind of stuff. So. Why though? Alright, so it's like this. He wants to eat toast and get laid. What more motivation do you need? An asshole. Is he just gonna follow? Oh, you gonna hit him back? Oh, right in the nuts! Got him! Get fucked. Oh! Oh my god! It's nuts or nothing. Oh my god! Denji! Aww. Does this guy like her too? Is that why he's doing this? Or does he just respect her that much? Yeah. He just goes for the nuts every time. Alright. Shit. Ask that question. Okay. Ah. Well, shit. There ain't no retiring from this job. I mean, technically she's saving your life too, Denji. Rather than just disposing of you as a devil. Hey, he's getting some jam. So many, all the toppings. Oh my god, is he throwing it all? Oh my god, I don't think that's gonna be very good. Oh, he liked it. Okay. Dude, look at that. It looks so good. Oh my god. Oh. How much toilet paper did he use? Maybe he didn't have toilet paper before. So we got a first job. He has an axe. Ah. So it seems the police know about fiends. Or devils. Oh, he's gonna turn into Chainsaw Man here? Is that enough to kill him? Ah. Well, that's a backstory that'll make you hate him. I think he's gonna wear him down with Denji's just tragic life. Like, you can see the looks in, shit, what was his name? Aki? in his face when Denji's like, nope, never been to school. Like, have no friends. Well, he's just looking at porn. The porn is secured. Hang around a hot chick. Oh, something's missing. Hmm. Interesting. Oh my god. Oh. Not just yet, no. But you gotta start small, yes. Nice. I like how he reached his hand out. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, it's this girl. Interesting. Oh, she's a fiend. Okay. Power! Her name's Power? That's why it says Power in the opening. But she has boobs! I could touch those. Alright. Uh-oh. She get distracted easily. Not the cat! Oh my god. They'll make a sour face and leave you alone, alright? Hmm. Is that true, or is that ego? Interesting. That face. The fuck? Uh-oh. Is there one nearby? Uh-oh. Interesting. I thought she was gonna be like Denji, but Oh shit! Oh my god. It was just an explosion of guts everywhere. Alright. Okay. Oh, this is new, right? I think. That was a good episode. Really interesting the way it went with Power. I didn't, for one, didn't expect her name to be Power, for one, and then did not expect her to be a fiend at that. Really shows how nice Makima is, right? Taking in these people, like, took in Denji, and not only did she take in Denji, she took in, I imagine it was her that took in Power as well. Alright, cool. That is it, guys, for episode 2. Yeah, I really love that episode. I think in another show, I could get a little bit annoyed with the way Denji's character is, you know, just all about, like, boobs, getting laid, girls, like, legit. All he did this episode was think about girls, like, not even just Makima, right? He's, like, now just thinking about, like, how he can touch Power's boobs, too. Like, he set that as his goal. But the thing is, like, I was thinking about it as the episode went on, and I was trying to, like, rationalize it in my head, and he's a young boy, right? And he hasn't known much pleasure in his life, right? Like, he had all this debt, he lived horribly, like, he just said he ate udon for the first time, like, he hasn't even had, like, toast with jam kind of thing for who knows how long. He's just been eating, like, plain bread and the bare minimum to survive and everything, and now he suddenly has all of these things, all of these, like, experiences. He has, you know, as much food as he can want, and he has a job where he's, I mean, I imagine he's making money doing this, right? And he has somewhere to sleep where he doesn't have to worry about the day-to-day necessities. And, you know, he, now that he has all of these things, pretty much everything, he basically instantly got everything that he's wanted. Like, in the first episode, we saw him say, like, I just want, you know, to be able to live my life and eat food, basically. He just wanted to survive, essentially, better than he was already, kind of thing. And now that dream has come true. It's fulfilled. So what, like, once you have that, like, what, like, sure, you're happy, but what do you strive for next? Like, we had Aki here say that, you know, you should quit being a devil hunter. You should just not, like, because this job isn't for people that don't have motivation. And it's like he could just tell that Denji didn't have motivation. And it's a very, like, childish idea, but, like, the first thing he latches onto, like, okay, I need, you know, my life's a 10 out of 10, but it doesn't quite feel just right yet. Like, what am I missing? And he just defaults to, I want to touch some boobs, you know? Like, I probably can't get laid yet. We need to take one step at a time. I'll touch some boobs, and then maybe we'll get to the getting laid part. But yeah, like, so I think it's mainly him just being, like, his world view has been so narrow. It's been, you know, make the money to live to see the next day kind of thing. And now that it's expanded so much, he just doesn't know what to do with all of those options that he has before him now. Like there's so many things that he could do, and this is just the first thing that he thought of. So I do hope that his character expands, and it's not just like every inner thought of his is how can I touch boobs, you know? Like it's funny and everything, but I think like after seeing it for this entire episode, like I am kind of already over it a little bit. Like there's a small part of me like I understand why, you know, but it's still not the most compelling thing to watch. But I imagine that he's gonna find other motivations too, whether it's, you know, protecting people or I don't know, maybe he'll find something to strive for. But I like how at the very beginning we had Makima treating him like a dog, saying like, whenever I tell you do something, you say yes or woof kind of thing, and like him just instantly falling in love with her because, I mean, there's been no other women in his life pretty much, so of course he's gonna fall for the first one that he sees, regardless of not knowing like a thing about her, right? It's just, ooh, pretty girl, I'm in love, right? Plus it's his like savior and everything. But she said that she likes men like Denji. Now, was she just messing with him to like... I do wonder if she's just messing with him in order to get him motivated to do this line of work kind of thing. Like, oh, if I make him think I like him, maybe he'll work harder to... And then she used that again later of being like, oh, like, because I think Makima is pretty smart. I'm pretty sure, because I don't think he actually ever said, like, I like you. Like, he tried to say it once, but she was already, like, down a side road or whatever. So I don't think he ever actually said it to her that he likes her. But I think she's a pretty smart woman. I'm pretty, like, sometimes in anime the characters are extremely oblivious, but I don't think she is. I think she knows that he likes her, right? And I think that she is toying with him in order to like properly motivate him to do this job and to kind of survive, right? I don't know if it's the best intentions kind of thing. I'm really interested to learn more about Makima because, I mean, they juggled that question multiple times this episode of, is Makima a good person? And I don't think that was just the character asking. I think that was, you know, a little bit of meta towards the audience of being like, you should think about this. Like, yes, she saved this boy and everything, but she's kind of teasing him and leading him on a bit. I mean, maybe she's telling him the truth. Maybe she really does like him, you know? But, or like guys like him. They don't really know each other well enough, I don't think, to really say they like each other like a crap ton. Like, I don't think they're like deep in love or anything. They barely know each other's names. But yeah, I don't know. It's just really going to be interesting to see how that relationship evolves. And I do look forward to the growth of Denji going from this like boy whose just only goal is women at the moment, because that's the thing, like, and that's another thing, like, I guess I kind of already said it, but in the first episode, he was like, you know, I want girls, toast, and jam on my toast, right? Like, he wants the means to survive and he wants girls. That was like the only two things that were on his mind. So he got the means to survive, and now the fallback is girls. But, you know, either I think he'll get it out of his system, or maybe he won't. Maybe that'll be like on the back of his mind, but he'll also find something else too. I just hope he finds something else. Whether he does touch some boobs and then he moves on to the next thing, I guess I just hope the next thing isn't replaced with now I need to get laid and he just goes with that. But I don't know. Either way, putting that aside, we got a little bit of world building. We learned that the public safety has over 1,000 devil hunters, which is a lot more than I thought they were going to be. And Aki Hayawa, I think is what his name was, is seemingly leading up this group that is experimental in nature. It seems like it's filled with a bunch of eccentrics, so I don't think any other Devil Hunter group, if they even work in groups, I don't think they're like this, right? I imagine either they're solo, or if they are groups, they're all just ordinary humans, right? I bet, that are just skilled at dispatching devils. Whereas this group has now Denji, who is a human that has a devil heart, and then we have Power, who is a fiend, and then it's led up by Aki, who seems to be just a normal human as far as we know. But yeah, I'm curious, like, I'm guessing the normal humans in this world are just normal humans, right? Like, if Aki is a normal human, I imagine he's not going to have any powers. Like, we saw Power here pull a hammer made out of, like, blood out and, like, smash that monster. I imagine she can shape blood into other forms, too, I would guess. And she just decided to make a hammer that time. We'll have to wait and see more about her power. Obviously, Denji is Chainsaw Boy, but, you know, I imagine that Aki just has weapons that he uses to fight, assuming that he is just a regular human. But yeah, it seems like Makima put together this experimental group, and yeah, it'll be really interesting to meet other Devil Hunters too. Like, there's a few other people in the opening, like the guy that's like holding the gun and stuff like that. There's like a few others that might not be connected to our experimental group here, but they might be just like outside Devil Hunters that we meet, and I think that'd be pretty cool, because as much as I like these, you know, Denji having these powers to fight the devils, I love the idea of these like badasses that don't have powers doing the same thing. It gives me, like, you know, Batman vibes of, like, this guy who doesn't even have any powers is going around doing all this crazy shit, right? But yeah, very, very much intriguing. So we have a little bit of Aki's backstory, where his family was killed by devils, so that gives him a big beef on devils, which props to him for being able to subdue that with working with a fiend, you know? Like, he's on the same team as Power, and now he's also on the same team as Denji, who is also, you know, part devil. But he's able, regardless of his anger for these devils, he's able to push that aside for, you know, Power and Denji. But we did have, you know, a little bit of conflict. Like, I wonder if Aki even knew that Denji was part devil when they first went out on patrol, and friggin' Denji just went for the nuts every time. That was hilarious. But like, I love that, because, you know, sometimes you get those characters that are too honorable to do that kind of thing. But I mean, there's a part of me that, like, oh, well, you know, I would never do that because I'm honorable, and I respect that honorable personality. And sometimes, like, I really enjoy that kind of personality. But then there's also a part of me that, like, if I was ever in a fight, I would do whatever I had to do to win. I wouldn't be like, oh, I need to uphold my honor. So, like, there's another part of me that respects Denji for just being like, hey, you have this big weak spot right here. I'm gonna kick it. So I appreciate that. But my main point was, I just wonder if Aki knew at that point whether he was a devil or not, and if that's why he didn't like Denji from the start, or if it was just that he could sense that he didn't have proper motivation, kind of thing. Or was beating him up a test to see if he had the proper motivation, right? Like, did he do all that in order to get Denji angry and see what Denji retaliates with? Like, you don't think I have motivation, bitch? Like, I'll do this and kick him in the nuts. I'll do this and kick him in the nuts. Like, I want to touch boobs. I want to bang a chick. Like, those are all the motivations I need. My life sucked before. It's good now. This is all the motivation I need. What are you talking about? And just keeps kicking him in the nuts. Like, obviously, I doubt he intended to be kicked in the nuts a million times. But I do wonder if that was Aki's way of, like, pulling that motivation out of Denji, rather than just, you know, what normal people might do is just ask him. But I could be wrong. Maybe he just likes to... I mean, I don't know. I really do think it could be something where he just tests these people and wants them to be up to the task kind of thing. But yeah, very interesting, very fun episode. They also talked about how Denji is special. They talked about how there's only rumors about people who have devils take over their bodies, but they remain their human selves, right? Because normally you turn into like the monsters, fiends, or whatever. Which that led me. It answered it this episode, but I was like, my first thought was, oh, that girl in the opening has horns. So does that mean she's not like Denji, or does that mean they haven't found her yet? That was like my thought process in the moment, because I was like, I imagine that she has some kind of devil stuff going on. The fact that she has devil horns, but it turns out that she is a fiend, which is a bit different. So it's really interesting having Denji be this, 1 in a million case that these people working have never even seen before. So interesting. I wonder now that Denji exists, will we end up finding any others that are like him, or will it continue to be? Because sometimes you start a show, the main character is this 1 in a million thing, and then eventually they end up being like they end up finding more people like them, and then it's not as special anymore. So I wonder if they're gonna keep that specialness to Denji, or if as we go we will find more people that are possessed by devils but maintain their humanity. So very interesting stuff. I felt like there was one more thing I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it was. I don't know. But yeah, I also like that he didn't have to use his power. I love when characters don't have to resort to their power, right? And I love that Denji came in here and he's like, and I liked his mentality about it too, of dispatching him without, just tearing his body limb from limb as frickin' Chainsaw Man. I like that he can come in here, he can just take care of it and save the chainsaw stuff for a last resort, especially because it seems like we also learn that he has some blood loss issues when he does his chainsaw mode. Now, I don't know if that has to do with the fact that he was cut up into pieces in the trash, and that had to do with the blood loss, or if it has to do with the fact that it seems like the chainsaws like split his arms in half. He has to be bleeding, if that's the case, I imagine, anyway. And that's where the blood loss comes in. Not 100% sure. But he made it sound like when I use my chainsaws, I have blood loss issues. So it might be one of those things where he can't do it too long or like back to back because he needs to recover that blood. But we'll probably learn more about his limits as the show goes on. But great episode 2. We had a bit of the world building that I wanted. It also, I guess we kind of got it answered. It seems like all the cops and everything know about devils, which makes me believe that most of the population knows about the devils. I didn't really pay too much attention when there was devils and stuff before. Were there like onlookers too, or was it just cops there? It was towards the end when they went into the building and he cut the head off, right? Also, what was up with the toilet paper scene? Is it just that he hasn't really had toilet paper before, so he used it all? I guess there's no way to really tell how much is left. I went back to the scene with him sitting on the shitter to see if I could see how much toilet paper was left. Because then he goes in, and it's just, he just didn't put a new roll on? Is that, like, I don't know. I wonder what, like, the significance of, like, just showing us that was, but the only thing I can think of is that he used a lot more toilet paper than he should have because he might not have had much, to be able to use. Whether, I don't know if he had any before, or if he just, like, had to be very scarce with it, and now he doesn't. Onlookers. I just went right by the scene with the cops outside. Yeah, so there's not really any onlookers or anything. But I imagine... Oh, there are a couple. There are a couple people sitting outside at one of these shots, so... Yeah, I imagine if the cops know, I imagine the public knows, right, about Devil's existence, but yeah, not entirely like a bit of world building with the, like I said, 1,000 devils and the public safety, and we learned about fiends and stuff like that. But I still kind of want to build the world a little longer. Like, do we know where the fiends come from? Like, how long have they been around? Have they just been around forever in the history of this world, or did it start 10 years ago or something? Or probably, if it did start recently, it was probably farther back than that. But either way, yeah, I'm really curious. But all questions I don't know if we're going to get answers to, because this seems like a show that is going to be about this boy trying to get girls and cutting things up with chainsaws. But we actually had no chainsaws this episode, which is fine. It'll just make it that more exciting when he pulls them out. So yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you did. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more content from me. No early access for this show because I watch it as it releases, but there is content on there from my Patreon exclusive stuff. All kinds of shows that aren't released to my YouTube yet. Check it out if you're interested. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.